don't misspell the name when we type your name key in.
Okay.
Tell me in general about the pre-professional programs at Ball State.
There are really several that we could include in a pre-professional program. They're counseled by one individual, Dr. Nancy Behforouz, who directs students who have interest in pre-pharmacy, pre-dent, pre-medicine, medical technology programs, as well as smaller programs in pre-veterinary medicine. Several others that are lesser used, but there are quite a few pre-professional programs at Ball State University.
Are these programs in association with any other universities around the state?
Yes, the medical technology program is affiliated with hospitals that give clinical experience for our students during their 4th year of enrollment at Ball State University. They can graduate in 4 years with a medical technology degree and a bachelor's degree from Ball State University as well.
These programs are programs we don't hear a lot about. Why is that?
I think they're, in some respects, I'm blowing it.
That's good.
These programs are sometimes self-known because people come to Ball State University, any college education, and know of medical fields and professions. The pre-medicine field is one of our highly sought-after programs. We have anywhere from 150 to 200 people in the pre-professional, of which a majority of them are in the pre-medicine program, at least to begin with. As they go through their college experiences, they will change from pre-medicine to PhD programs to others as they find out their worths and their talents and their abilities, and they sort through their own experiences in college.
See, I was going to be a nuclear physicist, but then I realized my talents were not. The only thing I could heat up was my temper sometimes. Many people think that in order to get to be a doctor, you've got to start at IU and go through the program. You want to be an attorney, you've got to start at IU and go through the School of Law. That's
not true at all. Schools like Ball State, the mid-size range, smaller schools of various types have very effectively trained students for the pre-medicine career. And they get accepted into IU Medical School here in the state of Indiana, as well as others throughout the country. Very effective promotion through the smaller schools and mid-sized schools, as well as those that house the medical programs themselves.
So, if that be the case, what is it about our programs that makes them enticing? What's the good part about it?
I think something about our programs in biology at Ball State, and the pre-medicine program included, is the interaction between faculty and students that is very conveniently arranged into smaller classes. Our medical bacteriology class not required, but often taken by medical students, has maximum enrollment of 16 students in the laboratories. Our immunovirology class, another course recommended for medical students, has 16 also. These things occur pretty regularly in the department, and the faculty and students get to know each other very thoroughly. It encourages the involvement of undergraduates in independent research projects because they get to know their faculty as a sophomore, junior level student, and they can have time in their career to experience independent research, sign up for classes and get credit for it, even involve themselves in internships. These students need to be competitive, not only in the classroom but outside of the classroom, and to do something that is not structured, that is independent, that is arranged, makes their vita or their resume more competitive when they apply to medical schools across the nation.
I guess that would the logical next step is when a student thinks about this being a career, they want to go to a school, any career, that can help them get a job. Well, in these particular programs, there's advanced study beyond just the undergraduate portion of their degree. So they want to feel that the undergraduate school they choose, is going to give them the best opportunity to either get into med school or get into optometry school or dentistry or something like that.
Well, I think the way our system is structured allows students to get that personalized attention that allows them to compete effectively to get into these programs. And not all students that begin a pre-med program choose it. They may choose other ways to go to advance their careers in professional science, life science, or chemical science, or physics, and they go on to graduate school. And the pre-med program is designed to promote those types of activities as well as just the pre-medical career. So it leaves the students some options.
So as you're out there and recruiting students and talking to them and selling the finer points of your program here, what do you tell them?
I think the first thing I would say would be the close interaction of faculty and students. The smaller class size that we have at Ball State, we still have faculty even teaching our freshman level biology courses that the pre-meds are taking. And faculty in the classroom and in the laboratory is an advantage that not all schools have. And we're proud to say we have a good deal of that here at Ball State University.
I like that.
Hey, hold on.
Okay, Nancy, give me your name and spell it for me.
Nancy Behforouz, Behforouz.
And your title.
I'm a professor of biology, and I'm the pre-health professional advisor at Ball State University.
Okay. Address all your responses directly to me.
Okay.
And the camera will see you that way.
Okay.
So I'll ask you the first question I asked Carl. Describe our pre-professional programs. What are they all about?
Well, we have a number of pre-professional health programs here at Ball State. Students coming in and looking for a career in the health sciences can go into things as diverse as dental hygiene, dentistry, podiatry, medicine itself, that is pre-med, pre-dentistry. We have optometry, we have medical technology, we have physician's assistance programs. So there are a number of different areas that a student can pursue after coming to Ball State. Sometimes a student will know exactly what they want to do when they come in. Sometimes they're looking for a career. And so as the pre-health professional advisor, I can help them kind of understand what the different programs are, get them in touch with people and programs around the state, and introduce them to the different programs.
So are you telling us that you can become a physician by attending Ball State University?
Yes, definitely. You can become a physician, you can go to dental school, you can become an optometrist, you can become a dentist or a dental hygienist. You can become a number of different things. And the decision, fortunately, doesn't have to be made as you walk in the door as a freshman. Oftentimes people will not make that decision until, their junior or possibly even their senior year. So many of the programs are very central and similar to each other. That is, they overlap. The coursework that you need to take is very similar for many of the pre-professional programs. And so that you have a little bit of time to explore and to look to see what it is that you'd like to really do with the rest of your life.
Many people would automatically assume that to be a physician you must go to IU because they have the med school. To go become a lawyer you've got to go to IU because they have the law school. That's obviously not the case.
No. Ball State, as well as other schools around the state, provide the programs that a student needs to prepare to go to many of these professional schools. So Ball State offers an excellent pre-professional program for many of the health careers. And I think that it's an unfortunate misconception that you have to go to IU to go to IU Med School. That's not the case. IU Med School is a separate entity after you get your bachelor's degree. And that's something that's a separate application that you do, generally speaking, as a senior in college.
What are students saying about our programs?
I think our students are very happy with our programs. I think that they find that they have a lot of opportunity to meet with professors. They have an opportunity to do undergraduate research. They have an opportunity to interact with each other in a very cohesive, kind of friendly atmosphere. We have a pre-medical, pre-dental club here, which invites all students that are interested in health professions to join. They're very active. They go to many kind of different sites. For instance, the Med Ed school here in Muncie.
Whoops. You just lost your light.
Yeah. I was looking.
It's okay.
We're cruising again.
I forget exactly what we were talking about, or where you
I
left
think
off.
we were talking about the pre-med club and the activities that the students were in.
I think so. You said something about, I said one would assume that you have to go to IU to become a doctor?
No, you had no. The next question. No, the next question was something about what did the students like about the program here?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
What are they saying to you that it's so good about this program?
Well, I think that the students here truly like the close relationship that they can develop with their professors, because most of our professors actually know their students. They work with them in the laboratory. Our student labs and our lectures are rather small. We don't have huge, large lecture and laboratory sessions. So our students get to know their professors, and the professors get to know the students. I think it's a very warm and friendly atmosphere in that respect. It's also warm and friendly as far as the other students are concerned. They all feel like a cohesive member of a group that is moving through. So they're not an anonymous number or figure. I think there are a lot of activities that the students have, such as the pre-med and pre-dent club, which offers a lot of different activities, socializing as well as volunteer work, and as well as educational, where we have speakers come in, they visit IU Med School, they visit the pre-medical, or the medical, campus right here at Ball State. I think the students feel good about themselves here. I think the professors try to make the students feel good about who they are, what they're studying, and where they're going. Now, of course, not all students get to go to medical school, but we have very good counseling for alternative plans, for alternative careers within a health program that they might like to pursue. So I think the students overall, when they leave here, feel very good about their experience. They have a very kind of warm feeling about their experience and a good feeling about their education.
And one of the criteria for selecting a school is a student is going to go to a place where not only they can offer an education in the field they want to ideally get a job in, but that school can help them get a job. Now, realize there's more to getting a job in the related medical field or health fields, health careers, than just getting a bachelor's and moving on. But they would. Why choosing Ball State? Why does that make this a good choice?
I think Ball State is ideal for a student who likes to feel part of the institution. I think that Ball State makes a great effort to make students feel like they are an integral part of the institution. They're not just a left wheel. I think the students are an important part. For instance, our students run our pre-med, pre-dent club. They're very active in making the decision about who comes to speak, the activities they're going to be doing. I think that Ball State offers a lot of variety in different programs. It offers many of the things that a big school has. It offers a bigger school, I should say. It offers the many things that the larger research institutions do, but it offers also the friendliness and the warmth of a smaller institution. So I think there's a really perfect blend here between the small school atmosphere and the large school opportunities. I think the students, we encourage most of our pre-health professional students to try to do some sort of undergraduate research. And there are many opportunities for that here. They can take credit for research. They can actually write a research grant, and many of our students do, to get support a little bit of their research activities. And we encourage our students to get involved with a faculty on a one-on-one level. At many of the larger institutions, that's really not a possibility. It's very difficult because there are just so many students. So I think overall our students feel like an important part of this university.
And the advising program, which you're most familiar with, is very central to their ability to get questions answered and pursue their program with assurance that they're moving in the right direction.
Right. We have a very strong advising system here at Ball State. We have a system by which the freshmen come in and are advised by freshman advisors, but those students who are interested in going into the pre-health professions, we tell them right off the bat to come and see me. And I'm the only pre-health professional advisor on campus, with the exception of the nurses. The nurses go to another advisor. So most of the pre-health professional students, those going into optometry or podiatry or medicine or dentistry, pharmacy, whatever, come to see me from the very beginning. And they oftentimes will switch around. I had a student this afternoon who was exploring the possibility of pharmacy, podiatry, physician's assistants, or medical technology. And we have a sort of centralized advising system for that, which allows for that kind of freedom and flexibility, and allows for the student to look into all those different areas in the same place. And so that really is an advantage for the students.
So, if we were to take this into our marketing phrase that we use, Ball State has everything you need.
That's true. Ball State does have everything you need for a pre-health professional program.
I knew she'd say it.
You good?
Yeah.
Test, which doesn't sound quite as sophisticated as an ELISA, and you're looking for an antibody that doesn't even not even related to the EB virus. So but it goes to show, I think, that just because it's fancier or newer doesn't necessarily make it better, and that it's much, much cheaper. And I guess the insurance companies should be happy about that, because running an ELISA probably costs them about $200 per test. Running this probably costs them about $2. So it's a much better test. Now, I've written up here for you on page, I have the more standard original test that was worked out in the early 70s over here. But basically, it all depends on the ability of your patient's serum to agglutinate these sheep red blood cells. Now, the latex agglutination is the simpler, but it's a little more difficult to have something attached. In that case, it was the human chorionic gonadotropin. In this case, what they attached is the antigen, of course, to see a rapid agglutination. So you take those latex beads and you mix that with your patient's serum. And if you get agglutination, the patient has infectious mono. It's that simple. And you can see that here in a demonstration on the side. And please read the little pamphlets and the information there alongside of it to be able to follow the directions. It's also explained in your lab book. Now, one of the problems with doing this and just mixing your patient's serum with sheep red blood cells is there are a few instances, in addition to mono, where you're going to get agglutination. That can happen when you have autoimmune diseases. You can also have it if a patient has serum sickness. Okay? So either of those two bodies from a patient with mono. And that's why the test is called the mono-diff test, because it differentiates those kinds of heterophile antibodies. Now, if you look at the scheme in your book here, when you're looking at these, hold it up and move it around a little bit so you can see the agglutination. Roll it around. These are very, very clear. This
Oh, it is E. coli. It's just, yeah, that's number 4 on Tim.
But, so it's nurse pronounced,
And 10 on
It's over here.
Callahan. Nothing. It just says exactly what she told us. Except it was
Okay.
It's
Now
absorbing
here,
things out
in
of the
number
circle.
1,
So agglutination is
circle 1,
happening
you
because
have the
those
horse
antibodies
kidney
are
in 1.
present.
In circle 2, you have the beef red blood cells. Okay. So
Yeah,
remember
it's
over
positive,
here,
but
the
you have
IF
agglutination.
mononucleosis
No, but I
cells
think
were
that
not
she's-
absorbed by the horse or kidney.
Right, but this one has no.
So they're
There's
still
one.
gonna
I couldn't
agglutinate.
even count on it all.
oh, but they are absorbed by.
I don't know which one is which.
Right.
I think you can count it as
I was
two.
confused why there was.
Some of these, like
Yeah,
in that
okay.
one,
It
it's
is.
pieced together, but you can still see there's two.
Yes.
Okay.
This one looks like.
Alright.
a
Host, whether they can get
So
inside
they're
and
that
whether
specific.
they're that specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I understand that. I have a question about this because it seems like it should be the other way around to me.
Okay. All right. Now, what you're doing here is, okay, you have your positives here, the horse kidney.
Uh-huh.
In number 2, you have the beef red blood cells, okay? Now, if you remember over here, you've got no absorption. That has horse kidney plus your sheep red blood cell
Okay.
plus your patient. So
So
it's
it
not
agglutinates
absorbed.
when it's not absorbed.
Right.
Okay, that's why.
Okay, yeah. So in this case, however, in this one it would be 2 because it's just a little bit of minor. But in this case, you've got a Forceman antibody because you'll see the.
Okay.
See all,
I see.
okay?
I was trying to figure that out. I thought it was absorbing it when it was here.
No, actually you have.
I think Jill said that originally. That's what I thought she had back.
White. There's no clumps. Okay.
Now this is the latex agglutination. So what they've done, they found an antigen that will tie up that antibody. We're talking about the heterophile mono. They found that beef red blood cell membrane will tie it up. Then they stick a latex. This was patient 1, and you really have to tilt it to see the agglutination. Can you see that little white dot? And the negative control. The positive control, if you tilt, can you see all the little white spots?
It's pretty cool.
The negative control, this ran over into it. I tried to get most of it out, but it did look like this anyway. Okay?
All right. Do you want me to look at you or?
Ignore me.
Yeah, right.
Go right ahead, Al.
Okay, you guys all have to be real quiet. Give me your name and spell it for me.
Todd Benczkowski. Toddbenczkowski.
And what year are you, Todd?
This is my 5th year.
And where are you from?
I am from Detroit.
Okay. What brought you to Ball State?
Scholarship in diving.
Are you still diving?
No, I did my 4 years. Now I'm a coach for a high school.
Okay. Where do you coach?
I coach at Muncie Central High School.
Oh, do you? Are your kids any good?
They're okay. They're beginning.
How was your career here?
Great. I had a
Was it?
great coach. Yeah. The only reason why I came here.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me about the program you're in.
The program I'm in right now is kind of a pre-med, pre-health program. I'm here for about 4 years. Then I'm going to go to Methodist, where I'm going to do more programming from Ball State. It's been a great program. Looking forward to go down to Methodist.
What are you going to be doing?
It's kind of an EMS program. It's a 1.5-year program that's associated with Ball State. It's just like a paramedic. It's a really good program.
You're going to save lives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you do any of that now?
I am a EMT and I work for Detroit EMS.
So when you go back home?
Yeah, I just kind of continue where I left off.
Okay. Tell me about the program that you're in. What is special about it at this university that makes it special for you?
My favorite aspect of the program is the teaching. Small classrooms. The class I'm in now, about 30 kids, maybe less. One teacher, very good teaching. I've never had a problem with any teachers here. They know what they're talking about. We have teachers from all over the world, all over, degrees and everything, and they're really good, nice people to be with.
If you were recommending this university to somebody else, what would you tell them?
Oh, I would tell them it's a great university. The teachers are outstanding. The campus is great. The best thing about it is small classes, nice kids, nice teachers. It's not the university where you think of, 300 kids in one class and you're being taught to by a GA. You have a doctor in front of you. There's 20 kids. She'll answer your question. She'll wait for you after class for any other questions. It's a great type of university.
Most people choose a college and a program because they see a career at the end. They see a way to make a living. But in doing so, you've chosen a career and you've chosen Ball State to help you get there. So I'm making the assumption that you felt from the get-go that Ball State was going to help you advance to the professional career you wanted. What sold you on that from the beginning?
How well they work with other programs. How if you talk to other people, they say, oh, well, that's Ball State affiliated. Methodist, yeah, that's part of, you can go there for a year and you're still a part of Ball State. It's not just one little campus. It's all over the state. You can go and still be a part of Ball State, but working in a hospital or working somewhere else.
Okay. 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 Give me your name and spell it.
My name is NaShea Governor, N-A, capital S-H-E-A, Governor, Governor.
And where are you from, Michelle?
I transferred here from Florida A&M.
So Florida's your home.
Mhm.
Okay. And what year are you in school?
I'm a senior.
Okay. And what are you studying? What's your program?
I'm a double major pre-med biology.
Going to be a doctor?
I want to be a pediatrician when I'm finished.
Terrific. You want to go back to Florida and practice down
Yes.
there? So you transferred from Florida A&M.
Yes.
What made you transfer? Why'd you come here?
Program and also financially. It was a good move for me.
How so?
As far as the program, it also can connect me with IU, getting into their med school program, and also because of, like I said, financially, it was a better move for me at the time.
Yeah. What about the program, aside from the financial, what about the program of study has excited you the most?
I think a lot of the exposure that I've gotten, being able to go and actually visit a lot of the med schools around the area and that are connected and affiliated with Ball State, I think that's one of the good things, one of the good aspects that we have here is being able to actually go and talk with former students of the university who are now participating in the program and are going through it themselves. So hopefully by the time we get there, we can also have those people to also look to in that aspect as well.
What about the campus in general? What about Ball State? What is it you like?
I think the interaction as far as diverse, a lot of people come from very closed areas, and being able to express to them a lot of the things that I've gone through and sharing with them, and then them also sharing with me in return the different experiences that they've gone through. I think being on this campus also opens us to a different array of experiences. So I think that's one of the good things about Ball State.
Yeah. By the way, what is your hometown in Florida?
Actually, we have family all over, so no set place, but I came here from Tallahassee.
Okay, so if I were to put the nameplate on you, I could say Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah, or Indianapolis. Wherever, Indianapolis or Tallahassee, Florida, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. How about your professors? How have they? Has it been a good situation?
I think the professors here, you can tell that they are concerned if you show an interest in your own education. It's not something that's pressed upon them to do, but I think they also show just a genuine interest in you and wanting you to excel. There are a few who, still feel as though I trudge through it, you have to trudge through it, but majority are there to kind of help you and to guide you and to show you different things. So I think that's a good thing.